Okay, today we are going to take the skill that we learned in Unit 3 with variables and expressions, and we're going to continue that with writing equations. And so in your ISNs, your notebooks, on page 38, you have two examples translating a sentence into an equation. And so we're going to just follow these notes a little bit. So it says, translate each sentence into an equation. And the sentence is this: a number b divided by 3 is equal to 6 less than c. So the 6 is less than c. So here we see our terms. B divided by 3 is represented by this expression, this term here, is equal to, okay, this is what we're adding, so the equal sign, and then 6 less than c. So this becomes c minus 6 because the 6 is less than the c. So the equation looks like this. B over 3 is equal to c minus 6. Okay. So the only thing we're really adding here is we're writing equations with equal signs as opposed to expressions that don't have equal signs. Okay. Is a big word. Is means equal. Okay, the same as. Those would be words that would represent the equal sign. So if you look at the next example, it says 15 more than z times 6 is y times 2 minus 11. And you got to think order of operations when you're doing this. So let's underline the key words here. 15 more than z times is times minus. Those are those operators. Okay, so more than means add. So I'm going to say 15 is more than z times 6. And we could write that z times 6. I'm going to write it 6 times z because we always put the coefficient in front of the variable. Is my equal sign. Y times 2 minus 11. And again, this is y times 2. This is the order of operations, so I do multiplication left to right. And I'm going to write this 2y minus 11. Okay. So see if you, on your own, can translate the sentence into an equation. A number c multiplied by 6 is equal to 2 more than d. So take a couple seconds here and see if you can translate that sentence on your own. I'm going to underline the keywords here. Multiplied is equal more than. Those are those operator words. Okay. So let's see. Did you get 6c equals 2 plus d? Okay. Hopefully you did. The next example is writing a formula. Okay, so we're going to talk about big words like perimeter, area, volume, those types of things. And the example says the perimeter of a square equals 4 times the length of a side. So we have to assign letters for our variables, and we're going to let P represent the perimeter and S equal the length of a side. So this is where you have to define your variables. So my perimeter equals 4 times the length of a side. Well, length of the side is equal to S, so 4 times the length of the side would be 4 times S. So now the formula is P equals 4S. Right? Let's look at another example, see if you can do this one. The area of a circle equals the product of pi and the square of the radius r. Okay, we need to translate that into a formula, so we need to set our variables. I'm going to help you on this one. So the area, A, I'm going to let A be my area of a circle. And then it says equals the product, that's multiplication, of pi, and the square of the radius, well, r. So r is the radius. So now the area equals the product, that means multiply, of pi and the square of r. So pi r squared. So that's my formula. Okay, let's take a look at some examples. I'm just going to start with, this is page 37. Let's do some at the top. I'm going to do one of each here. We're going to take a sentence and translate it, and then we're going to take an algebraic equation and translate that into sentences. So it says 53 plus 4 times b is as much as 21. So I'm going to underline the keywords here. Plus, times, is as much as. Okay, those are my operators. So 53 plus 4 times b, that's multiplication, is as much as 21. Okay? All right, let's scroll down here. Now, because you're going to do the same thing with examples 2 through 4, see if you can do those on your own. I'm going to take a look at number 5 down here. I need to translate this into a sentence. And I'm just going to read it out loud. M plus 15 equals 4m. Okay, well, I can't write it exactly like that, but I can say 15 more than m is the same as 4 times m. And I really should have written out 15, so this would be, practice my spelling here. And if I look at my keywords, more than means plus, is equal, and 4 times m. So, see if you can fill in the rest of these examples on page 37. This one obviously shouldn't be a problem. And we will see you in class.